Hello, today I will show you how you can save your ROS2 parameters when you turn off your ROS2 system. Because normally what happens when you turn off your system is that any changes in your parameters will get lost. And next time when you start up your system, you will have the default values but not the latest values. So we'll be seeing a package that saves the parameters for you. Let's jump right in. Hello, I'm Roberto from the Construct. I will be using the platform from the Construct, which you can use also. It's for free, and just go to theconstructsim.com. There's a link on the video description to this platform. Create an account, and there's also I will log in now with my username. So there's also a link to a ROS check, which is basically a project that you can copy to your environment in this platform, and you will have the exact same files that I will use in this video, so it will be very easy for you to follow along if you want to basically practice exactly what I'm doing here. So if you copy that project, you will also have this notebook here with the instructions. So as I said, I will show how to use a node, a ROS2 node that will keep our parameters even when we shut down the system. So what normally happens when you have a parameters, well, you know the parameters will be associated to a node, and if you change those parameters during the operation of your system, they will normally won't be safe. So when you shut down the system and start it again, you will have the default parameters that will load with the node, like for instance from the launch file, but you will not have the latest values that you used during the last time that you run the system. So you can use this persistent parameter server, which is a package developed by a GitHub user, fujitatomoya, and it's on his GitHub page. So there's a link to his GitHub page. You can visit his page and see what else he has developed. So thank you very much for making this open source. And now let's run it. I mean, first step would be to install it, to clone it, as we say, ROS2 workspace inside the source directory. I run this git clone command, which is here on the notebook that you will have if you copy the project, and this will clone or copy the files to our workspace. And after that, we just call compute, and basically then we source the workspace, and then we can use this parameter server. So it takes just some seconds to build, and now let's source. So we source install setup.bash as usual, right? So now let's demo. Okay, I could use this command here, ROS2 run parameter server, which is the package name, and server, and this will work exactly as it should work, but I want to specify where is the location of the file that it will use to save the parameters when the system shuts down. So I will be using this -f flag, and then pass in a root, which is in my case home user ROS2 workspace, and then the file name. And this allows me to control exactly where this file is stored, which is what I want to do in this case, because otherwise it would be inside a temp directory located somewhere else. So I want to show you this file. So I will just specify where the where that file should be located. All right. So now this parameter server is running. So let's just check that ROS2 node list parameter server. It's running. Great. So let's see what we can do. Basically, if you use ROS2 param set and then slash parameter server, which is the node name, and then you type in the name of the parameters, those parameters will be set. But in this case, it's what's special is that the name of the parameters have to start with persistent, then you put a dot, and then some other name, whatever name you want, and then the value, which is in this case 81. Basically, it's a nested parameter. So all the parameters that we want to keep after we shut down the system should be nested inside this persistent, like namespace, we would say. So let me set this integer, and I got a confirmation it was set. Okay, let me set an integer. So ROS2 param set, same as before, the name of the node, parameter server, and persistent, and then I can give it a name to this string. So it will be a underscore string, and the value will be konnichiwa. Run, and it's successful. So this is just to demo that we could use a boolean. It's not a boolean. We could also use a boolean, but this is a float value, and even here a list of integers. So persistent dot, and then I give it a name to the list, some lists, and then dot some integers. So basically this is a list. And now let us confirm ROS2 param list. What are the parameters that are currently on our system? So under the node parameter server, which is denoted here by this slash parameter underscore server, we have here persistent.aString, persistent.py, persistent.int, persistent.some list.some integers. Let me get a value. So I would do like this. ROS2 param get. Instead of set, I just say get the name of the node, then the name of the parameter. Of course, not the value, because the value is what I want to get. So I run this command, and the value is konnichiwa. Great. So I got confirmation. This is the value that it's stored. For instance, I want to get some int. This parameter here, value is 81. Now, let me just set a different value. Set. Instead of 81, I will set the value 99. And instead of the value konnichiwa, I will set the value hello. Great. So this is the current values on our system. Let me confirm, just in case. So I get the value a string. So it's hello. It was before konnichiwa, now it's hello. Great. So what I want to show you, basically, let this shut down this node. So I pressed Ctrl C, and now I killed this parameter server. ROS2 node list, and to just confirm, there is no node running. So basically I killed it. So I can start it again. And I started just as I did before, passing here the location of the file that I want to use. this is actually the file, the YAML file that will where the parameters get stored when the system shuts down. So ROS2 param list. As you can see, I have the same parameters were before. I have not set anything. Automatically, I started this parameter server, and now I have these parameters set. So let me get ROS2 param get so parameter server and the name of the persist and dot a string. Typo here. The value is hello. So it was actually the latest value that we got before shutting down the system. So the integer value is 99. So let me shut it down. Let me just show you the file. So the location of the file is in home user ROS2 workspace. So it should be here. Let's do an ls, and there it is, persistent parameters.yaml. Just show you the content of the file. Basically, it's a YAML file that has the same structure than any other YAML file with parameters. The name of the node, then the file has to have this ROS and then 2 underscores parameters, and then I have this persistent, which is just this like an namespace. I would say that has these other parameters nested inside, and that's it. Those are the latest values, and this is where those values will be saved each time when I shut down the system. So I wanted to show you something else, how to get those parameters from another node. So now you have this kind of parameter server that keeps parameters and will save them even if the system gets shut down. And now you want to use them by from another node. So let me just show you how to use them programmatically, not only from the command line. Let's create a package here. I will create in my _app_node. It will only have dependencies on RCLP-CPP, and great. I will create just one file for the source code. It will be my _app_node.cpp, right? So here from the platform we can open a code editor. It's here the second icon from left to right, code editor, and we can use that code editor. I already have here provided the code for this example, so let me copy it, and now let me open this file. It's here inside my app node package, and great. Now I can, let me show you the code. Basically, I'm creating a node, inheriting from the node class, and I am using this async parameter client class from RCLCPP to create a service that will retrieve those parameters, because parameters can be get by a service call. So I could also create a service that that gets parameters for me, but I can also use this async parameters client class to do that for me. Basically, I am telling that I want to get from this node here, parameter underscore server, and the name of the parameter that I want to get is this one, persistent.aString, a underscore string, which, as you remember, the name was hello, the latest name, the latest value that we stored there. And then I have this callback function. Basically, when this parameter is when I have successfully a successful result, it will print it. Okay, so I'm storing here under this variable param. So if I just print or log it to the console as a string, I will see the value, and that's basically what I want to do here. Let me see why I have this red underline. There are some characters that must be removed, probably from the copy paste, otherwise might have their problems. All right, what else? Well, I need to change the CMake lists to create an executable. So I don't need this build testing. I need this add executable and the amend target dependencies, and then install it so that I can run it. All right, so that's all I need to do. Now just inside my ROS2 workspace, build. So my CMake list says there is a problem, line 18. Again, there are some characters, I don't know why they are not shown here, but they are and I have to remove them, and basically that's what I did. You can see them, but now it builds. So source install setup.bash, and now I could run it. So I would run it from here. So ROS2 workspace, source this terminal 2, source install setup.bash, right? And here I will run the parameter server using the file. The parameter server, it's running. ROS2 node list. Let's confirm parameter server is running, and now I can run the node that will programmatically retrieve this string parameter and print it to the screen. There it is. Got persistent parameter hello, which is this line here. Got persistent parameter and this value here. So that's it. How do you run a persistent parameter server. Let me close this and shut this down. And how you can retrieve those parameters programmatically from any other ROS2 node. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, please share it with friends on social media, or give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next video. Bye.
The ROS2 intermediate course covers how to create launch files for ROS2 using different formats, like for instance Python, XML, or YARN. You will also learn how to work with parameters in ROS2. The course also covers how to manage threading in ROS2 using executors, or how to handle callbacks using the callback groups. You will also learn about a couple of very important concepts in ROS2, such as the quality of service and DDS. Finally, you will also learn how to work with managed nodes in ROS2. Start learning now.